Hey everybody, live topic here. So I came to Japan at the end of September, more specifically the 25th, and today is now December 4th. In this time frame, I have lost 6 kilograms of weight. In other words, about 13 pounds. So right now I weigh a good even 220 pounds American. I thought because now that the New Year's coming, a lot of people are going to be doing their resolutions. I'm not really a resolution kind of person, but I figured, you know what, this might be, since I'm on a roll now, and I maintain this weight for about 2 weeks now, I'm going to conduct an experiment by changing my lifestyle to see how I can potentially improve or maintain my current weight standard throughout the holidays. Now, I don't want to make this only about weight loss, right? Because weight loss, while that is important, it is one of my main goals in my recent life, it's not the only thing that contributes to, it's not just eating and working out that contributes to the weight loss. And for me, a lot of it has to do also stress and mental clarity. So, I want to also take a point to take care of myself mentally, therapeutically, massage my brain to be better and maximize my productivity levels in the next month. Now, I already have to speak every day in Japanese, so that's not a problem, right? But when it comes down to everything else, I want to see how much I can learn in the next month. Also, just to make it a little more interesting, I do like programming, so I'm going to take another step forward, and I'm going to also start programming in Android, more specifically Kotlin, right? And the reason why I want this is because I've actually programmed websites in the past, and I do enjoy programming, but I've never done mobile before, and that's something I've kind of wanted to get into. So I want to see how much I can learn and grow in this next month when it comes to programming, Japanese, and also how much I can improve my body. But, in the meantime, I want to just say, show you something, and then let's see what we can do for the next month. Okay, so basically I've stripped down just to my boxers, or my boxer briefs and socks. I don't really expect to change much in the next month. Just mind you that, trying to change your body in just 1 month is really an unrealistic expectation. But, I haven't really tried to do a strict or a roughly strict schedule before, so maybe we'll see some results. And maybe I'll just take you all along with me, right? But let's just hop right into it, right? This is a little awkward here. Okay, so this is my body now, right? Push this out, make more fat. So this is how much fat that I'm carrying on me now, right? You can kind of see it here. I can pull apart my belly, put my arms out. I don't know how to do this properly, right? Now, I tend to lose weight in my back first, right? And then from my back, it goes into my, my face, and then maybe my neck, right? And other things, right? So this gets small, and this gets small, while this looks big, and that's kind of funny looking, right? But yeah, that's the order. Back, face, neck, maybe hands, and then stomach, right? And also legs as well. So, I'll try to, maybe we can get a shot of the legs as well. Let's try doing that now. So this is not a show, this is not like for show purposes, but I tried to notice the legs, fat-wise, there we go. Okay, so now that we're done laughing at my, my December 4th body, let's see how well we can do coming into the new year. And if I can manage to find some old pictures or videos of my fatter self just even a year ago or 2 years ago, I'll definitely put that up as well, so that way we can kind of get an idea of how much weight you can actually lose, and without overly trying too hard, because I'm going to point that out. Yes, I'm trying a scheduled thing, but I'm trying to do mental clarity and weight loss, and just overall well-being, being a more responsible adult. And I'm still figuring that out at 30. So bear along with me, and let's see what happens. All right, see you in 1 month. So day 1 fail already. It's a little after 7 and I'm on my way to the gym. I just want to point out a couple different things, right? I'm not a morning person. I used to be in the Marine Corps, and everyone assumes that military people have this extraordinary habit of getting up extremely early in the morning, and not only are they used to getting up extremely early in the morning, but they enjoy it, right? Well, you can ask anybody that knew me in the Marine Corps. Every morning when I woke up, I used to always, be basically why me in general. I'm not really a big fan of the mornings, and I still am not. Right, so if you've made it this far in the video already, before I continue on, if you could, just please like and subscribe if you haven't already. So we're 1 month later, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Well, at least what I've been waiting for. So let's take a look now. 3, 2, 1. And the results are 96 kilograms. Now, real quick, like I promised, I did mention if I could find a video of me earlier in my fatter form, I would show it. And I found a video of me 2 years ago in 2017 cutting a turkey. So take a look at that now. So here's the same shirt, right? You can see the difference, right? I mean, the button used to pop. Look at it now. Look how much space there is here. So let's just get it over with, right? So here's my body 1 month later, right? I don't know how to do this though. I'm just kind of guessing as we go along, right? And I think I definitely probably lost some weight in the back. I think my shoulders as well got a little bit smaller. And obviously my neck. So this shrunk down a little bit. It still has fat and stuff here. I think that's just partially just loose skin as well. And there's only a little bit of fat layer there. It's more visceral than anything. But in order to get rid of this, fully get rid of it, I will need to actually diet, which I haven't done at all. But yeah, so I still got this, and I definitely think my neck has gotten smaller. It's not as rolly as it once was, and my muscle mass has gone down a little bit, but I'm still maintaining my strength for the most part. Here's the legs, right? I definitely know my legs have gotten smaller. They look a little warped, to be honest, but you can still see here, right? Still got some fat. No, it's not too much really. I hit it, it's not really jiggly or anything like that. It's probably about normal amount of fat on there. Probably could stand to lose a couple centimeters worth of fat on there, but that's basically that. Right, and another interesting way I can kind of show you how much weight I've lost based off of clothes that I've been wearing for the last few years is actually this belt. There's no easier way to see how much fat you've lost around the belly than using your belt, right? I've had the same 2 belts for the last 2 years. This one I probably wore the most, and it's the one I've been wearing the most since I've been in Japan. So if we take a quick look over here, we have these notches here, right? These belt notches. So when I first started wearing this belt, thankfully I wasn't here yet, but this is, I believe, a size 40 belt, maybe even 41 or something like that. But I was mostly here and here for many years. As you can kind of tell, it's been chipped away down here, right? But then I slowly, since I've been in Japan, I think I started around here, and then I ended up coming down a bit to here now. I'm literally at the last one, and as you can see, I've actually scratched this area a couple times because I can actually go down another notch, right? So I've probably lost at least 1, 2, maybe 3 inches worth of fat in the last, last 3 months. that's the results, right? So as you saw, I lost 4 kilograms this month alone, which is roughly about, it's 8 pounds, slightly less than 9, and an overall 10 kilograms since I've been in Japan, right? Which is 22 pounds overall. Now, I've achieved this in slightly over 3 months, right? So about 3 months and a week or so, I managed to obtain these results, which I was very shocked for by myself. But as you saw previously in the video, one of the things that I've been doing more of lately is actually running. So I didn't run for many years, really, because even though I used to be an extraordinary runner back in the Marine Corps, I had injured my knees from a couple different things, from the military and also a motorcycle accident. So I didn't really run because it hurt so bad to do it. So lately, in the last couple months, been strengthening my legs and putting more muscle in and around my knee area, so that way I'm able to support my body weight better. I also think that one of the big reasons why that I've lost weight the way I have is because I've lessened the consumption of beer. Now, beer is a big one. I know a lot of people will go, oh, you're not a real man if you don't drink beer. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't really care what people think, because when it comes down to it, my belly went from Santa Claus down to, I don't know, a kangaroo pouch. You know what I'm saying? Since I have stopped drinking so much beer. Beer, like I used to do beer in one hand, whiskey in another. That was how I did it. I would drink my whiskey, then I would chase it with a beer. That was my life back in the day. But that's really not healthy, and that's not good, right? Okay, so you're probably wondering yourself, what about the other stuff you said you were going to do? Programming, Japanese, and all that, right? Well, I definitely did programming, as you saw. I didn't do too much of it, though. I didn't build any applications, unfortunately. So I do plan to do a different video in another month where I do maybe build an app from scratch from beginning to end. And that doesn't sound like crazy, you know, for just the regular pleb on the side, like it's just an application, right? But it's really not an easy thing to accomplish, and especially as an amateur like myself. This last month I have improved a lot in Japanese, primarily because I've been putting myself out there more in general. Textbooks are great, but they're really designed for academia, right? They're designed to get you to be able to take a JPLT test or any of these other kinds of tests, but the tests don't really reflect how you would speak in real life or interact even in a business setting. So it's just like you could use it and people will accept it, but it's not really the norm, right? So I went to a real estate agent, for example, because I know I want to buy a house in the next year or two. And I went and I actually spoke about things that I would have no confidence in speaking about before. Things like, what does the market look like in Japan? Like, what is the average housing prices in this area and that area, and this is what I'll be looking for, and what does a home loan process look like, and stuff like that. And while I could have improved on it, I definitely learned a lot during that conversation, and I got a lot of information. And other things, I just, where maybe I didn't want to go and put myself out there because I was too embarrassed to try my Japanese out, I just forced myself through the situation and was independent about everything I did over this last month, which helped me to increase my Japanese a lot. Studying and reading, watching TV can improve your Japanese, but it really only improves your reading and your listening. It doesn't really improve your speaking. So that's why I opted to take the route that I'm taking now. So that is the end of that, and I really appreciate you all sticking with me to the very end. Now, just because I've lost 22 pounds in the last 3 months or so, it doesn't really mean that I'm obviously done with my journey. I still have a long way to go, obviously, right? And I still plan and intend to show you guys updates as I continue on this process. But if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and of course, share the video out there because that really helps to get it pushed out there, and I will see you all next time.